Paige Kayla Harper. Kayla is graduating cum laude. Good afternoon. I'm Amy Albers, principal of Delavan High School. It is my honor on behalf of Delavan Community Unit School District 703 to welcome all of you today as we honor the class of 2020. This is definitely not how any of us would have imagined honoring this amazing class, but as they have always described themselves, they are small but mighty and they can endure anything that is thrown at them. We will start today with hearing from our salutatorian and valedictorians. Please welcome salutatorian Prescott Jekyll with a GPA of 3.99.
How you guys doing? Hope you're all enjoying your air conditioning. Now, I have to say, first off, if anyone says writing a graduation speech is easy, I'm getting this out of my face. Gosh. I'm telling you they're lying. Mr. Dare, I'm telling you, you should be proud the amount of times I've rewritten this speech. You always told me to do rewrites. There you go. I've gone through about 5 different topics before I finally decided on this one. In the end, I'm dedicating my speech today to all the people who helped me through the trials of high school. Teachers, classmates, community, my family. This is all for you. For the work you put in, not only for me, but every student who walks across this stage and that stage, hopefully in the future. Thank you. None of us would be the people we are today without help from each one of you. And let me preemptively warn you, I say thank you about 1 million times in this speech. So, brace yourselves. I'm going to start with Mr. Dare, who's right in front of me. Thank you for always putting up with me and my friends' shenanigans, especially mine. There isn't anyone else I would rather have a first hour study hall with. And Mr. Dare, every day. Mrs. Napick, thank you for all that you've done for this school. You teach history and psychology with a passion and help everyone that you can. The amount of hours you put in to the school musical is completely insane. You brought fun and music into our lives and into the community. Now, Mr. Lutz, you've definitely helped me to read and write gooder, and especially just for these kind of speeches. And Mr. Lutz, since you love my puns so much, and I'm now graduated, you can no longer punish me for making these bad ones like I am right now. Now, Mr. Allen, to you I say, what a ride. There's no one else who I've sat with at so many FFA events. In fact, I'd reckon we've spent more time waiting for those events to start than we have actually spent doing those events. Thank you for putting up with all my late night calls, my constant bothering about my science fair project and my record book. It's been an honor. And now, Miss Leach, despite many of these teachers not being here, I want to just say it all for them. For those who may not know, Miss Leach has to handle me at 7:15 in the morning. Every morning. Very few could do that. Much less handle 20 arguably sleep-deprived band kids at 7:15, but somehow she does it. I'll tell you, few people, even fewer, could get here at 7 a.m. and not be able to go home until drama club practice ends at 10 o'clock that night. So thank you for being a force of positivity and energy, no matter the time. And now, Miss Patino, everything I've just said could also apply to you. As we band kids raid your room at 7:20 in the morning when you're just there trying to get work done. How you manage to put up with us in chorus is amazing. You're such a patient and sweet teacher. Thank you for being one of the most positive people I know. Okay, thank you, Wind. Now, Coach Kramer, you taught me so much on the court that I've been able to use off the court. The lessons of hard work and no excuses are lessons I can forever use. And you taught me how to be on time. Yeah, I kinda needed that one. Mrs. Lesson, though I was only in your class half a semester, it was truly a useful semester. Thank you for teaching me the basics of handling money post-education and for being my Sunday school teacher all those years. Now, Mrs. Jamrock, of all the teachers I've had and that are featured in this speech, you are the one who I've had the least. While our direct contact has been brief, I want to thank you for the lessons you taught me, as well as showing me arguably the most interesting book on the history of the elements that I've ever seen. To Mr. Miller, I say thank you for always making math fun, or at least the experience fun. I'd also like to thank him for starting Strategy Club and making me the huge nerd that I am today. Now, Mrs. P. I never did get to take the shop classes that I wanted. That will always be a regret. But I definitely do not regret the last year of classes we've had together. Thank you for being willing to deal with me every morning at 8:30 during this quarantine, and for being the best quarantine lunch partner. Now, Mr. Rabi, while I'm not going to say this in Spanish, so for that I apologize, I do have to thank you for the many laughs and the many songs. I never quite know what's going to happen when I walk into your room for the day, and that might just be the best part. As my newest basketball coach, I want to thank you for your incredible time commitment of playing against us every day. And if you ever need it again, I'll tie your tie any day. Now, Mr. Beal, for you, I want to thank what you've done for the Delavan as a community. You've led youth groups, got a frisbee golf course put in, which we are pretty much on right now, and just been there for all the people who've needed you most. So thank you for that. You've really embraced Delavan. And then, Mrs. Albers, Dr. Brooks, I want to thank you guys for all the work you put in getting this to happen. It wouldn't, and all the stuff that goes on in the school. None of this could happen without your guys' support, so thank you. And in fact, there are many people in this school that none of this could happen and the school just couldn't function without. So while I may not be able to name every person who helps the school operate, know you're greatly appreciated. The janitors, the tech people, the coaches, the office workers, thank you for the work you put in. And lastly, our two teachers who, while they're now gone from this school, still made an enormous impact on my life. Mr. Carr, I'd like to say you awakened my inner love of physics, but really you just strengthened it. Thank you for always challenging me and finding ways of making our classes more interesting. Oh, well that's gone. There's just no other class we could really play physics ball in. And then, one of the teachers that I do know is here, Mrs. Wonders. You've truly changed the trajectory of my life. In so many ways, I don't know if I could list them all. Thank you for nurturing my love of science and not being afraid to tell me when I'm doing the wrong thing. Even now, 2 years after you retired, I still go to you for advice, and for some reason, you still put up with me. You've been my greatest mentor, and for that, I'm eternally grateful. Next, I need to thank my family. You guys are my support system and my rock. Thank you for everything you did for me. You never missed any of my extracurriculars and supported me and let me grow to who I am today. You loved me unconditionally. I love you guys. Now for the class of 2020 out in front of me. What a ride. It's been a bumpy road we've traveled. Most of you I've known longer than I can remember. We have memories of each other that we will forever cherish, and ones we would probably rather forget. But that's okay. Thank you to those who made our classes always entertaining, and to those who cared about me as a person. I hope I was able to make an impact on your lives just as you made an impact on mine. I know this isn't the graduation that we wanted, but would anything else suit our class? I don't think so. I hope this is only a goodbye for now, and that I'll see you all down the road. But wherever life takes you, I hope you all are successful and happy. And finally, as my last bit, I'd like to thank all of you listening here and beyond in the community. Most of you have impacted my life in some way. In my mind, there's no other town I'd rather have grown up in. So while I may not be able to say a personal thing about each one of you, every one of you deserves it. And I promise this is the last time I will say thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Prescott. Next, I would like to welcome to the stage one of our valedictorians, Madeline Brockhouse, with a GPA of 4.0.
Hello to all family, friends, staff, and fellow classmates. I'm going to be completely honest. This was my 4th try at writing this thing. I'm not one for speeches, and I feel like this is a difficult one to write. There's too many people to thank, and it's hard to sum up these past several years in just a few words. But I'll do my best. My fellow 2020 graduates, we've learned a lot. We've learned complicated math that I've already almost completely forgotten. We've read tons of old books that I doubt many of us enjoyed. We've learned about all the great battles of history and how to write the best papers. All of this knowledge will probably be important in the future. Why else would we learn it, right? But I think that we learned more valuable lessons throughout high school together. Sure, science is useful, but it has nowhere near the value of some of the other concepts we discovered. We learned to work together. Sounds cheesy, and sometimes I know we mess this up, but I think it's true. We learned how to better navigate life. We learned how to make friendships that'll hopefully last us a lifetime. Some discovered what our calling is in life, while others are still deciding. Whether that's going to college, a trade school, the military, or just getting a job, we all have some goal that has helped us reach the end of this year. It was a long journey, and one that I couldn't do alone, so I'd like to take a quick moment to thank some of the people who have helped bring us here. I'd like to give a huge thanks to all of the teachers. I apologize for how loud we were sometimes. It couldn't have been easy putting up with some of us. So thank you for your patience and for all the knowledge you have bestowed upon us. I'd like to thank the rest of the staff as well. Whether you worked in the office or in the halls, thank you so much for all that you do for the students. You guys are awesome. I'd also like to thank my fellow classmates. You guys were a good class. As was often said about us, we are small but mighty. I just want to thank you guys for all of the wonderful memories we've made through the years. Some of us have known each other for a long time. And it is strange to be saying goodbye. I especially would like to thank my best friends, Prescott, Abby, and Jordan. I really couldn't have made it through high school without you guys. Thanks for all the laughs through the years. I'm going to miss you guys a lot. I'd also really like to give a huge thanks to my family. Mom and Dad, I couldn't have done anything without you guys. Thanks for cheering me on and driving me to be my best each and every day. To my siblings, you guys are annoying sometimes, but you've always managed to help me relax when the stress was too much. Thank you. So now we're high school graduates. Soon we'll be saying goodbye. Sadly, there will be no hugs this year. We won't get to go home and have a big party. It sucks that this pandemic had to happen right now and that we weren't able to have a normal senior year. But I think this will all teach us. Sorry, I have to take this off. It's gonna blow away. I'm sure that this lesson is different for everyone, but I know that this has taught me to treasure all the little moments. I thought that I still had a couple more months to make more memories with everyone, but I didn't. We didn't get a big trip or a prom or any of that stuff. So instead, I've been thinking about the little things. I've been thinking about the lunches at my house, the time we advertised paper plates in English to buy Jordan silence. I think about all the cross country and basketball practices. I think about all those little things that seemed normal and not too important at the time. But now I realize that they were really special, and they will be the things I remember in the coming years. I'm going to leave you all with a quote, as many speeches do. This quote is from a movie I watched when I was a child, and that movie is Pokemon, the first movie, Mewtwo Strikes Back. The quote is from none other than Mewtwo itself. It said, "I see now that the circumstances of one's birth are irrelevant. It is what you do with the gift of life that determines who you are." As the quote says, it doesn't matter what life you were born into. All that matters are the actions that you take. I believe that all of you guys will take your life and turn it into something great. Good luck, class of 2020. I'm going to miss you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Maddie. Finally, I would like to welcome to the stage our last valedictorian, Joshua Wagner, with a GPA of 4.0.
Amy, do you see Prescott's tasks?
No.
No, neither. Looks at blue out.
Today is a day unlike any other, and it's not just because we're the first senior class with a drive-in graduation due to a global pandemic, but because today we become high school graduates. Today is the day we start the next chapter of our lives. If I'm being honest, this day has come a bit sooner than I'd hoped. Time is precious because it really does pass us by so quickly. It seems like yesterday that I was walking through the old high school hallways on my first day as a shy and very chubby freshman who didn't know anyone at all. But over the past 4 years, I've grown many friendships with many peers and have come to love my life as a Delavan Panther. Sadly, today is where it all comes to a close. Our time as high schoolers at Delavan has been short, but the memories we have made and the things we have learned we will hold on to forever. Like getting to go to nationals and science fair, or breaking school records in sports, being a part of the school musicals and the amazing pep band, and even getting last in almost every event in Carnival every single year. The times where we cheered on our fellow Delavan Panthers at games, or when we celebrated our only wins at Carnival with our King Prescott and our Queen Abby, or even coming together during the loss of a loved one and getting through the tough times together. Our experiences have made us who we are today, and as sad as it may be to say goodbye to our past, this is only one door closing behind us and another one opening in front. We have our whole lives ahead of us. We are growing up, and even though that might be scary, we don't have to let our fear hold us back. Everything that has happened before today has prepared us for this very moment. Even though we are all going in different directions, I have the confidence that we are all ready to face whatever challenges may come our way. But enough of the dramatics. Today we will have accomplished something to be proud of and to carry with us through cherished memories. We'll even be able to tell our future kids that we graduated during a global pandemic. But the thing is, we couldn't have done this on our own. We owe many thanks to our teachers who took the time to guide us in becoming knowledgeable and teachable students. I'm sure that trying to keep us all in check took a lot of energy, and I thank you for your sacrifice. We also owe a lot, and I mean a lot of thanks to our parents for putting up with our teenage drama and raising us to become who we are today. I'd especially like to thank my parents for always being there when I needed them the most and encouraging me to be the best me I could. Honestly, don't know how they had the strength to put up with 4 wild teenagers and a crazy middle schooler. I will never have enough words to express my gratitude to you guys. I know for a fact that each and every one of us has something else to be grateful for. For me, I owe all my thanks to God. He is the one who has given me loving family and friends, and he has led me to this very moment, and he will continue to lead me through life's uncertainties. In closing, I'd like to read a Bible verse that has been close to my heart. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. We may not know what the future holds, but we can trust that God has a good plan set for us, and he will guide us towards a better and brighter future. Congratulations, class of 2020. Thank you.
Thank you, Josh. Members of the Delavan High School faculty, Dr. Brooks, Board of Education, parents, guardians, and guests, I hereby certify that the class of 2020 has met all graduation requirements set forth by the state of Illinois. Having met these requirements, they are entitled to receive their diplomas. Today, I will be calling students to come to the stage in alphabetical order. While they are coming up, I will announce their academic accomplishments, scholarships earned, and future plans. The total dollar amount of scholarships earned by these graduates that are renewable for the next 4 years is $264,000. We will start today with Chloe Ansky. Chloe is graduating cum laude. She received the Reinheimer Scholarship and the Ed and Beulah Schmidt Scholarship. Chloe is going to ICC to pursue teaching. Chloe Madison Ansky. Maggie Ashby. Maggie is graduating cum laude and is a member of the National Honor Society. She received the Illinois College Excellence in Education Scholarship, the Illinois College Heritage Award, the Illinois College Ready for Success Scholarship, and the State of Illinois MAP Grant. Maggie is going to Illinois College to pursue a major in physical therapy. Maggie K. Ashby. Candace Brem. Candace is graduating magna cum laude. She received the Oratorical Scholarship from the Optimists. Candace is going to ICC to major in secondary education. Candace Marie Brem. Madeline Brockhouse. Madeline is graduating summa cum laude. She received the ISU AIM High Scholarship, the ISU University Scholarship, the Reinheimer Scholarship, and the Ed and Beulah Schmidt Scholarship. Madeline is going to ISU to major in elementary education. Madeline Isabella Brockhouse. Cameron Carter. Cameron is graduating cum laude. He is going to ICC. Cameron D. Carter. Jordan Carton. Jordan is graduating magna cum laude and is a member of the National Honor Society. She received the Unity Point Health Pekin Auxiliary Scholarship, the University of Illinois President's Award Scholarship, the Reinheimer Scholarship, and the Ed and Beulah Schmidt Scholarship. Jordan is going to U of I to major in biochemistry. Jordan Ray Carton. Jacob Dare. Jacob is graduating cum laude and is a member of the National Honor Society. He received the Ag Legacy Scholarship, the Class of 1963 Memorial Scholarship, the Delavan Fall Festival Scholarship, the Reinheimer Scholarship, and the Ed and Beulah Schmidt Scholarship. Jacob is going to ICC, then to Western, to major in law enforcement. Jacob Stephen Dare. Drew Dixon. Drew is going to Blackburn College to study criminal justice. Drew Allen Dixon. Bain Edwards. Bain is graduating cum laude. Bain is going to ICC for TIG welding and will then join the Steam Fitters Union Apprenticeship. Bain Alexander Edwards. Our next two graduates were unable to attend today. Dawson Erksleben. Dawson is graduating cum laude and is a member of the National Honor Society. He has received the Delavan Education Foundation Scholarship. Dawson is going to ISU to major in agribusiness. Dawson David Erksleben. Paige Fowler. Paige is graduating cum laude. She received the Ag Legacy Scholarship. Paige is starting a job at Monsanto as a field inspector and equipment operator. Paige Bailey Fowler. Abigail Gasper. Abigail is graduating cum laude and is a member of the National Honor Society. She received the Paul James Scott Scholarship, the Delavan Education Foundation Scholarship, the Reinheimer Scholarship, and the Ed and Beulah Schmidt Scholarship. Abigail is going to ICC, then to Eureka College to major in biology. Abigail Shale Gasper. Our next graduate was unable to attend today, Kayla Harper. Kayla is graduating cum laude and is a member of the National Honor Society. She received the Delavan Education Association Scholarship, the Delavan Fall Festival Scholarship, the Reinheimer Scholarship, and the Ed and Beulah Schmidt Scholarship. Kayla is going to ISU to major in occupational therapy. Kayla Grace Harper. Madison Harper. Madison is graduating cum laude. She received the Paul James Scott Scholarship, a scholarship from Parkland Community College, the Reinheimer Scholarship, and the Ed and Beulah Schmidt Scholarship. Madison is going to Parkland Community College to further her academic and athletic career playing basketball. Madison Lynn Harper. Bradley Hazelman. Bradley is joining the United States Marine Corps. Bradley Michael Hazelman. Emily Hilst. Emily is graduating magna cum laude and is a member of the National Honor Society. She received the Southern Illinois University Edwardsville Scholarship, the Molly Hardesty Scholarship, the Paul James Scott Scholarship, the Roger Satterfield Scholarship, the Reinheimer Scholarship, and the Ed and Beulah Schmidt Scholarship. Emily is going to SIUE to study clinical or forensic psychology. Emily Christine Hilst. Prescott Jekyll. Prescott is graduating summa cum laude and is a member of the National Honor Society. He received the Ag Legacy Scholarship, the Ted Runyon Memorial Scholarship, the ISU Adventure Award, the ISU John H. Weber Family Biochemistry Scholarship, the ISU Grand Award, the ISU College of Ag and Life Sciences Dean's Leadership Scholarship, the Reinheimer Scholarship, the Ed and Beulah Schmidt Scholarship. Prescott is going to Iowa State University to study agricultural biochemistry. Prescott Oz Jekyll. Our next two graduates were unable to. Josh Lombardo. Josh is going to ICC to major in small business management. After that, he plans on going to flight school to pursue a career as a commercial airline pilot. Josh Paul Lombardo. JC Martin. JC is graduating cum laude. She received the Ag Legacy Scholarship. JC is going to ICC to pursue a degree in nursing. JC Nicole Martin. Stephen Robinson. Stephen received a welding scholarship from MTI, which is where he will be going to earn his welding degree. Stephen Allen Wayne Robinson. Helena Sarf. Helena is graduating summa cum laude and is a member of the National Honor Society. She received the Bradley University Presidential Scholarship. Helena is going to Bradley University to major in psychology. Helena Nicole Sarf. Anisha Tejan. Anisha is going to Cloud Community College in Kansas to become a vet assistant. Anisha Renee Tejan. Joshua Wagner. Joshua is graduating summa cum laude and is a member of the National Honor Society. He received the Osbury Presidential Scholarship and Alumni Scholarship, the American Legion Scholarship, the Reinheimer Scholarship, and the Ed and Beulah Schmidt Scholarship. Joshua is going to Osbury College to study art and design. Joshua Stephen Wagner. Jasmine Williams. Jasmine will be attending the Art Institute of Chicago in 2021. Jasmine Ashley Williams. At the conclusion of today's ceremony, there will be a parade in honor of the graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Delavan High School's class of 2020. Please honk your horns to honor them.